the side.
Yo, that's what I'm gonna say. Welcome back to another video. So today, what I've got for you is a different type of video on my channel. Today, I'm gonna be seeing where FIFA 19 thinks Blackpool are gonna finish next season. Now, obviously, I've updated all the teams for this experiment, and I'm gonna play none of the games except from the last one. Now, where does FIFA think we are gonna finish? Are we gonna get promoted? Are we gonna get relegated? Or are we gonna stay in the league? You're gonna find out in this video. Right, guys. So as you can see on screen, I've updated the league table as to how it will look for next year's campaign. Now, this is taking into account that Bury might not be a club next season, so therefore there will only be 23 teams, and also Bolton are starting the season on minus 12 points, it looks like, so we'll see if they can overcome their point deduction and stay in the division and maybe even push for promotion, which will be quite incredible. But yeah, as you can see, we've got all the new teams that are joining the league this year, such as Bolton, Bury, Ipswich, Lincoln, MK Dons, Rotherham, Tranmere. It looks like a very good lineup for this season. Now, I've not only updated the League One table, obviously with that comes me updating all of the other leagues in England. As you can see here, we've got the Premier League with the likes of Sheffield United and Norwich getting promoted. The Championship here, we'll be keeping a close eye on these leagues at the end and throughout the season. And like I said before, I'm going to play the last game of the season just to round off the video for you guys. Now, one thing you should take into account is that I'm not going to show you the simulations for League 2, as two non-league sides in Leyton Orient and Salford are not in FIFA 19, as it only goes as low down as League 2 for England. So obviously I can't show you that league, but I'll still show you the Prem, the Championship and League 1, and we'll see what happens and go from there. Now guys, just before we get into the simulation, let me know if you want to see more videos like this, and maybe even a FIFA 20 Blackpool career mode where I play the whole season. Would you guys like to see that? Let me know in the comments below. Now, if we go over to the calendar, we're going to sim to around halfway through the season. As you can see here, we've got Bristol City away in the Carabao Cup. It's based off last season's fixtures anyway, but still the same teams. As you can see here, interestingly enough, we play Fleetwood away in the Checker Trade Trophy. Should be an interesting one. Then Fleetwood away again the following month. It's the same as last season's fixtures, except obviously with the new teams in, like we didn't play Tranmere in the league, etc. So obviously they're different. So guys, as you can see, I have simulated to just over halfway through the season, and these are the current standings for EFL League 1. Now, as you can see, Rotherham are currently top of the league by 1 point. However, Sunderland have a game in hand, who sit second. Ipswich, Doncaster, Fleetwood Town and Oxford take up the playoff positions. You can see Portsmouth just outside there on goal difference. There's a few other teams on Oxford's toes as well, such as Gillingham and Peterborough, Tranmere Rovers. And if we go down the table, Blackpool sit 15th with 7 wins, 11 draws and 7 losses. Not the ideal start to the season for the Seasiders. Bolton sit 17th. Seems like the off-the-field issues have affected them this season, obviously starting on minus 12 points. Now, if we take a look at the relegation zone, Shrewsbury Town sit in 21st with Wimbledon and Wickham and Coventry only just outside. MK Dons, having come straight up, sit 22nd. And as it also stands, Bury and Accrington are going to be relegated to League 2. Now, this is only halfway through the season. A lot can change. Hopefully, Blackpool can rise up the table and push for those playoff spots. However, it does look fairly unlikely at the moment. Actually, to be fair, we're not really that far off if you look at the standings. So anything can happen in this league. Now, if we go and take a look at the other competitions. Now, as you can see, if we have a look at the Premier League, Arsenal currently sit top of the league on goal difference, with Man City closely behind them. Chelsea, Spurs, Man United, Liverpool sit 7th, which is quite poor for the Redmen. If we go down to the relegation zone, that is occupied by Wolves, Sheffield United and Aston Villa, who have only got 10 points in the first half of the season, which is very poor. If we have a look at the Championship, Fulham top of the league by 10 points. As you can see here, only lost 2 games all season. Derby sits second, and Sheffield Wednesday, Swansea, Huddersfield and West Brom occupy the playoffs, with Leeds, Middlesbrough and Forest just outside. If we go have a look at the relegation zone, we've got Luton Town, who sit bottom of the league, Barnsley second bottom, Charlton third bottom, and as you can see, Brentford and Preston there on the verge of relegation. Let's hope Preston can, just go down a little bit more into those spots. That'd be nice. Now, obviously. So firstly guys, if we have a look here at the Emirates FA Cup, it would be nice for Blackpool to progress in any of these competitions. I don't think we're in round 1 here, so if we have a look at round 2, we did draw 2-2 away at Accrington Stanley, with Fleetwood losing 1-0 to Portsmouth at home. If you want to have a look at any of these results, feel free to pause the video. Now obviously that means we went to a replay and did end up winning 1-0 at home, which is very good news. And as you can see here, Bradford beating Wimbledon, MK Dons beating Newport-on-Pens. Now round 3, we are away at Barnsley, not particularly a big tie, so I believe we can progress. Lancashire derby there, Preston versus Wigan. There are some quite big fixtures here. Burnley, Grimsby, Bolton away at West Ham despite their poor start in the league. Rotherham, Oldham, Liverpool, Portsmouth, that's quite a big one. As you can see here, there are a couple more pages. But if we go and have a look at the Carabao Cup, as you can see here, round 1 of the Carabao Cup, Fleetwood did lose 2-1 at home to Scunthorpe. So going out of another cup competition there, the Cods. Who else is in here? Have we got Preston, or have I already gone past it? They beat Rochdale 1-0, which is a shame. Is a Blackpool here somewhere? We lost 3-0 away at Bristol City. That is very, very poor. So going out in the first round there, but if you have a look at the second round, wow, Coventry beating Chelsea 2-1. That's a very big shock. Any other big teams in here? Liverpool beating Hull 4-0. Wow. Anything else? Round 3, Liverpool 3, Swansea 1. So as you can see here, Preston drew 2-2 with Luton Town, but Luton Town did indeed win on penalties. So in round 4, Liverpool beat Watford on pens, Southampton beat Arsenal, Stoke beat Walsall. Who else are on here? Bournemouth, Brentford, Bolton, West Ham, Luton, Newcastle. We go to the quarterfinals here. And then the semi-finals, Watford versus Bournemouth and Leicester versus Everton. So all Premier League clashes there in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. And finally, we have got the Checker Trade Trophy. If we just go back to round 1 here, Blackpool losing 2-1 at Highbury Stadium to Fleetwood Town. Oldham also beating Tranmere in a local derby there. And as you can see, we've got some other results here. Round 2, Fleetwood Town beating Swindon Town at home. We go to the area quarter-final. Fleetwood beat Cambridge 2-0. So it looks like they will be progressing to the semis, which haven't happened yet, and the area final. So we will find out if they can win the Checker Trade Trophy at the end of the season, obviously. And I'm pretty sure that is it. Right guys, so that's going to be the end of the first episode of this mini-series, if you will. In the next episode or episodes, depending on how long the video turns out to be, we'll find out who was promoted and relegated from each division. We'll also see me playing the Gillingham home match for the final game in the season. Give me any recommendations of what team you want me to play for that game, or if you're enjoying this mini-series so far. It'll only be around 2 or 3 episodes long, but if you want me to do a full career mode next FIFA, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching this. Make sure to leave your feedback in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.